Hey guys, this is going to be an unboxing of the limited Pikachu edition Nintendo 3DS XL. Now you can't actually buy this in Australia, so I bought this one from Amazon UK a couple of months ago. Full disclosure, I've actually already unboxed it. You can see one of the seals here has been removed. I did that when I received it just to make sure that everything was okay and everything was in the package. So anyway, I've put it back together to show you if you are in Australia or anywhere else and you want to buy one from overseas, just to show you exactly what you will receive. I actually bought the limited Pikachu edition 3DS XL because ever since I was a little kid I've been into Pokemon. For example, my first Game Boy Color, or my only Game Boy Color, was the limited Pokemon edition, which I thought was pretty cool, and to this day I think it stands out as a pretty cool version of the actual Game Boy Color. You can see there I've actually got Pokemon Yellow, which was my first Pokemon game, and yeah, this Game Boy Color still works, so it's pretty cool. But anyway, that's the reason why I got this one, is because they're pretty unique, and they do hold their value. So anyway, moving on to the unboxing. Now, looking at the box, this is the front. Now, being a UK edition, you actually have the parental information for the UK Europe region, which is PEGI 7. In Australia, I think PEGI 7 probably equals PG. An important difference between the UK and the Australian versions of the 3DS XL is that the UK versions don't actually come with an AC adapter, whereas the Australian ones do. However, if you already have a 3DS or a DSi or a DSi XL, that power adapter will actually fit this one no problem at all. So as you can see, it is a UK version. If we just move around to the back, it just shows you what the actual 3DS XL looks like, and just reiterates once again that you don't get the actual power adapter. Now, there's actually not much to these UK devices. If I just move to the end I've already opened, let's pull out this bit first. Now, I've already claimed my code, but you can give it a go if you'd like. So similar to the 3DS, you get AR cards, which I think I used these 2 years ago when the 3DS actually came out, but I've never used them again since. But for some people, they like the AR games. You get your Club Nintendo code, and you get a couple of operations manuals, things which most people probably never see, or probably never read, sorry, not ever see, and a quick start guide. And the only other thing included is the 3DS XL. Now, when it actually came in the box, it did come in some protective wrapping, which I've actually lost. So when yours arrives, it will come with the wrapping. But you can see it is a vibrant yellow colour that they've emblazoned Pikachu on. And similar to the back of the box, in fact, exactly like the back of the box, when you open it the whole way, you have Pikachu. And the reason I love this one so much is because Pikachu was my first ever Pokemon when I was about 8 years old, so I have a very big soft spot for Pikachu. So I'll just turn this on. I'll just give you guys a quick comparison. I mean, you've probably seen hundreds of these lately, but just a quick comparison between the two white devices, with the 3DS on the right and the 3DS XL on the left. Now, the obvious biggest difference between the two is that the 3DS XL has that much bigger screen, that screen that's 1.9 times larger. It also seems to have a slightly more vibrant colour set in it. I also personally find the 3DS XL easier to hold and the buttons slightly nicer to press, especially this select home and start button at the front here. But you know, if I'm completely honest, I must admit I prefer the original 3DS as my primary device, and there's a couple of reasons why. I find that smaller size more convenient to hold and to take with me, and I also find that because this screen is almost twice as big, but the actual resolution is still the same. So the pixel density on the original 3DS is much higher. So I actually like playing games on the original 3DS rather than seeing them all blocky and pixelated. But then at the same time, it does seem to differ from game to game. But I find myself more constantly reaching for my original 3DS, which is fine, because the Pikachu 3DS is a device that I'd like to keep in mint condition, because these things, I believe, are going to be highly sought after by collectors in quite a long time. But you know, it's one of those things, you can keep it forever, like I've done with my Game Boy Color, and you'll be able to keep the memories if you use it and play it. Or you can keep it, and in several years' time, it'll be worth quite a bit, and you'll be able to sell it. And just one last thing I'd like to say, this is the UK European version of the 3DS XL. You can see on the back here that the actual model is EUR for European model, but this is the same as the 3DS XL model that you'll buy in a store here in Australia, or New Zealand for that matter. So any game that you buy in Australia or you import from UK or Europe will work on this 3DS XL. Just to show you that in case you're wondering, I have here the Australian version of Super Mario 3D Land, which you can see by the AUS in the bottom right hand corner. If I just plug that in, you can see there, works fine. And if I start it up, so yeah, if you're buying one of these for yourself or for your kids from UK because they're cheaper or because they sell a colour that they don't have in Australia, they'll play all your Australian 3DS and DS games no problems at all. So anyway, thank you very much for watching the unboxing. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.